Groovy.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe class. Groove. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have a nice piece of artwork of a Groove, and yes, his name is Protectobot Groove. Protectobot Groove. Protectobot Groove. So now that we finally have Protectobot Groove, we can take Protectobot Groove and combine him to form Skyrain? Skyrain? Huh? Anyway, on the back of the box you have your obligatory product shot, and you have your brief bio if you want to read it. And that's basically it for the packaging. And included in the packaging is the collector's card with that same piece of artwork. Hooray for cards. And there you have that. So moving right along here, we have Groove. Now, if you saw my Comic-Con haul video, this was a Comic-Con impulse buy. I had no intention of getting this figure at all, but one of the vendors there had a bunch of them. He was selling them for cheaper than you'd get them online. So, against all my better judgment, I said, okay, sure, I'll pick him up. Why not? So, yeah, I got a Groove. Whoop-de-doo. He is a nice figure, though. He is. I will say that. So, let's get in close here so you can see the details. You have some nice molded detail underneath this transparent plastic, and it is picked out in silver paint. You have some red transparent plastic on either side here. Nice blue transparent windshield. Autobot symbol right there. You have some silver right there, as well as some silver on this, you know, what's supposed to be the engine section here. A little bit of silver in there. And you got the usual white and black paint scheme of a police vehicle. It says police right there. Some more silver. On the back, you have some red there for the taillights, which is nice. And the underside, you can pretty much see how everything works out. I mean, his hands are blatantly visible. Right there. You can see the back of his head. And, yeah. The wheels can roll. The front wheel rolls very freely, very smoothly. The rear wheel, unfortunately, is pretty stiff. I can get this one going easily, and this one, I can't even get a roll out of this one. But, you know, if you apply pressure, you can get both the wheels moving, but they don't. They both don't roll freely, which is a shame. He does have a kickstand, which you can bring up, bring down. The front wheel can rotate, which is nice, although do be careful because, as you can see, when you turn the wheel, these pieces here do kind of twist. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, they do kind of twist. You kind of maybe want to hold it more towards the top, but yeah, I don't really care for that. Maybe these pieces could have been a little bit thicker. So, you know, just exercise a bit of... This is where my tongue stops working. Exercise a bit of caution when turning the wheel. Don't get too rough with it. But there you go. Now for comparison, we'll just bring in his buddies here. We'll bring in Hotspot. Hey, you stay. We'll bring in Rook, since he is part of the team now. First Aid, Streetwise, and Blades. Well, it's Alpha Bravo. But there you have the team proper, right there. Well, actually, that's the team proper. But here's the whole team. Team proper, whole team. Team proper, whole team. Whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Anyway, there you have that. There you have that. There you have that. There you have that. And there you have that. And of course, here he is with the Legends version of Groove, the Chest Minion version. And you can see there is a vast difference in size. being a Legends and a Deluxe. So there you have that right there. And yeah, he does include the hand-foot gun, which can store on the vehicle mode. There is a port right up top. Just plug that up there, and it looks pretty ridiculous, as these things usually blah blah. Come on, tongue! As they usually do. They usually look ridiculous. That's all I was trying to say. That's it. That's all I was trying to say. He does include his 2 guns, which are done in a nice gunmetal gray. And some red up top there for the lights. And they have pegs on the sides, so you can take these and plug them into these ports on either side of the rear wheel. So you just plug that in there. And plug that in there. And there you have storage for all of your bits and pieces, although that looks dumb, so I usually just leave that off to the side. There you go. That looks a lot better. So there you have that. So, let's move right on to transformation, shall we? So let's just pop these off. Move them off to the side. As usual, we'll go into combine mode, then go into robot mode. So to get him into leg mode, it is quite simple. Just flip down the kickstand here. You want to untab the forearm here. You see the tab right there, slots right there. And then you want to take the arm and just swing it around and bring this whole shoulder assembly down, which is quite stiff, right there. And then you want to rotate the forearm so this slot is facing inward, because it will go over that tab right there. So just rotate that, and then just bring the arm down. That will tab in right there. Second verse, same as the first. Untab. Bring the shoulder down. Rotate inward. Tab that on. There you go. Then you take this whole front assembly here. Bring it down. Rotate it. Bring it the rest of the way down. And now you want to take this panel right here. You want to pull it forward, because that will give you clearance to swing this around. What's getting caught? There we go. No. Okay, you might have to rotate his head. There we go. Swing that around. Close that back up. Take your hand-foot gun. Flip out the thumb to make the heel. Plug that into the bottom. And there you have him in leg mode. Yay! Legs. So, moving right along. Go into arm mode. So to do that, you want to unpeg the forearms, bring them up at the elbow, rotate to the back like that. Untub, bring up, rotate, and then you want to open up this section right here and unfold this, bring it down. You see there are 2 tabs right there that go into these slots right in there. That's what locks that in place. So straighten out the legs, right there. You have your tabs, you have your slots. Plug that in, plug it in, plug it in, right there. Then you want to take the wheel and just split it, bring it off to the side, bring the combiner peg down. Just rotate that so you have your elbow joint. You can rotate it the other way. Whichever way you want to do it, totally up to you. And then you flip out the fingers, bring the section down. You can bring the thumb to either side, so it could be a left or right hand, depending on whatever you want to do with it. And then just plug it in. Let's turn this around. Plug it in, and there you have him as an arm. So hooray for arms. Hey, so there you go. So moving on to robot mode. We're just going to take the waist joint, bring it forward so the block is facing us. Split the legs, right there. On the tab of the arms, well, they weren't tabbed in to begin with, but just bring them up. Rotate the forearm around, bring it down. Bring the shoulder up. Rotate, bring down. Again, you want to undo that panel, pop the head up, close it back up. And they have Groove in his robot mode. And he's pretty nice. Getting close here on the head sculpt, you can see they did paint the eyes yellow. Even though all the transparent plastic behind his head is clear. They just kind of painted the eyes, and it works okay. From certain angles, it just looks clear, but it's all right. Not a bad head sculpt. His chest, I don't know what color this is. It's kind of like a spicy brown mustard color that they used for his chest. I don't know. I don't know, but hey, Autobot symbol right there. And again, nice silver paint for the shoulders, for the forearms. Got some silver paint there on the thighs. And there you go. Pretty clean transformation. I mean, he does have a bit of a backpack here. You can kind of turn the wheel if you want this a little more compact. Doesn't really help all that much, but you can do it if you want. It's totally up to you. But, yeah, there you go. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, but due to the way his head is shaped, you don't get too much wiggly-waggly movement. You just get very slight, no real up movement, only a slight downward movement. Of course, you do get full rotation. The shoulders are on a ball joint. You can do a full 360, can go in and out. You can also use the transformation joint for some extra movement as well, as well as some downward movement if you wish. Again, this joint's pretty stiff on mine. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have the semi-clickety-clackety elbow joints with about 90 degrees of bend. Waist swivel. Hips are on the ball joint. They can go forward that much, backward that much. You can do the full splits. Thigh swivel. 90 degrees of knee bend and nothing at the feet. This is all just one solid piece. And there you go. So there you have that. And of course he can hold his weapons. So we can give him his guns. Right there. And he also does have this port on the underside of his forearm here. So if you absolutely have to have him holding the hand-foot gun, you can just plug that underneath like that. And there you go, although that does still look pretty dumb. But hey, it's storage, so whoopee! So you have that. Now for comparison. Sorry about the random cut there, but the me from the past actually forgot to show off the most important part of this figure, and that is the combination with Defensor. So let's bring the big boy in and slap him on. And there we go. Now the question is, can we actually get him standing? That's the million-dollar question. There we go. And there you have Groove with Defensor there. So hooray! That really doesn't look too good because now he has a skinny leg and a fat leg. Okay. Well, there you go. There you have Groove attached to Defensor. And now we return you to your regularly scheduled review. Let's bring in the whole team here. Bring in Hotspot. You know what? Get this thing off. Get away. So there we have Hotspot. We got Rook. We got First Aid. Oh, I forgot to give him his axe. His saving axe. There we go. His axe of savage. And there he is with Streetwise. And there he is with Blades. Well, it's Alpha Bravo. Anyway. And there we have our Protectobots. New and old. Hooray! So there you have that. There you have that, there you have that, there you have that, and there you have that. And here he is with the Legends Groove. So you can see how they look together. Again, massive difference considering Legends Deluxe. So, there you go. So yeah, there we have Groove. Like I said, I had no intention of buying this. This was such an impulse buy. He's a nice figure though. I mean, you know, I won't take that away from it. It's definitely a nice figure. I just never had a desire to pick this up because, you know, I had no problem with the team as it was. I like Rook. I never had a problem with Rook. And also, you know, I didn't want to get this because, you know, there was still a Groove on the team. It's not like he was completely replaced. There was still a Groove on the team. He got demoted to a chess minion, but there was still a Groove. So I didn't feel like I was missing anything there. But, you know, still a nice figure. It's a nice mold. So, you know, I'm sure there are many, many people that are ecstatic to finally have this figure as part of their Protect the Bot squad. But, yeah, it is what it is. So, me personally, I think I'm still going to leave Rook attacks, blah, 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 blah. That's 3 times in this video. My tongue has stopped working. How dare you, tongue! I think I'm going to leave Rook attached to Defensor anyway. That's just me, because like I said, I like Rook. And I think it's cool. But yeah, there you go. If you want a Groove for your Protect the Bot squad, here is a Groove for your Protect the Bot squad. So, there you have it. So if you would like a Groove or any other Combiner Wars figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Combiner Wars playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Groove, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face! Alright team, we need to take out these Decepticons ASAP! I'm here, sir! Groove, you look taller. New shampoo. Okay. Anyway, Protect the Bots, merge into Defensor! Okay, something doesn't seem right here. I just need a hug.